don't know if this one is going to work. Testimony of landlords number 10. This is me kind of looking at the earlier portion of the thing. This is the one where it says I'm not wrong. And the testimony of, I believe, Tiger, where he talks about the clock. She swore. How does that even, is that the right? Yeah, I didn't think that was anything. I must have already done that, or... Oh, no, not Tiger, I'm sorry. Being. Yeah, we did that one. Like, we did that one on our own just fine, so we've done that. Just guys not helping me. Yeah, whatever this 11... The 11 one itself, it's really confusing. Like, even the guide, it's like you literally just say this plus this. But that's what the walkthrough would be. It's still confusing. But I see one hint, so let's go with it. It involves the pictures of the victim with her boyfriend and the autopsy report. So, like, I didn't even think that might be like, I wouldn't think that, but in the context of the game, I guess it makes sense. Like, cause like this photo set here says, like it talks about their clothing and stuff. So we've got that. And like, I mean, you guys remember, like we even did it, like we, not put it in here, but we went and looked and it's like, oh yeah, she is wearing the same thing. Huh, it really is the same clothes. But we didn't think to put that with that. Okay, that's, or no, this, maybe. I don't, okay, so okay, yeah, see, I would not have gotten it. Hold on. How the fuck would I have come up with that? How would any of us have come up with that? Like, it wasn't a joke, no. That, like, you just saw it happen. And that one was titled under 11-2 or 11-1. So yeah, we're gonna watch it now and see. Like, the problem is, like, I'm trying to understand what reasoning I would have done to have tried to physically combine that data as evidence into the side. And it's more like, okay, this goes with this, and now it's going to tell me why? Like, that's not how you would do deductive reasoning. That's backwards. So, it almost makes sense, but not quite. Like, why that? Why not half the other shit we tried? Because we were done to all sorts of weird... All right, I'll shut up now.
发现了，
欧阳才是早就发现了，他故意装作忽视的样子，似乎要投弓独战呢。
这家伙，
你真以为他是疯了的演员啊？细致着呢，学着点。
知道了，师傅。
有时候一些有趣的细节会决定整个案件的走向。你发现照片上面的老虎和我们所看到的老虎有什么不一样的地方吗？
Difference between
我
tiger.
看看，这些都是一些很普通、很廉价的衬衫啊，这也没什么不同啊。
笨蛋，腰带，老虎的虎头腰带。老虎特别喜欢穿这种花衬衫，但是不管哪一件花衬衫上面都系着同一条虎头腰带。
Wait a minute.
但是你发现没有？我们在询问他的时候，他的这个衬衫上面的虎头腰带却不见了。
Wait.
那你告诉我，他这个衬衫上面的
When you what? When you interrogated him
的时候，他的这个衬衫上面的虎头腰带却不见了。那你告诉我，他的腰带哪儿去了？
哎，说不定恰巧没带呢。
你是猪吗？尸检报告上面的勒痕和腰带的花纹对比一下。
哎呀，这个勒痕就是这个腰带勒出来的，那老虎一定是凶手。 现在是不是去老虎家搜查这个腰带呢？
智商就是你小子的硬伤，难怪这么多年都没有进步。老虎不会把它丢在家里面增加自己的嫌疑，他一定会跟着丢弃在现场附近的。马上安排人员拿着照片对比样式，问一问周边的拾荒者。腰带的品相不错，一定会被周围的人捡走的。在强生
So
的
wait, hold on. Before I continue, I gotta just run this through my head. Because there's a couple things going on here. Or at least the main one is it looks as if the choking or the strangulation part was done with his belt, potentially. And we had surveillance footage at 9:42 of the landlord walking out, like across the video footage, away from the place with a belt. Not as if he was redressing himself, but more as if he was an accomplice. As in, he was an accomplice to the murder, potentially, or something along those lines where, for example, the boyfriend said, "Here, take this and dispose of it." And so he leaves, something along those lines, perhaps. But man, that even opens up more questions than it answers. Like, this just goes deep.
回来之前必须给我找到，快快快！
好好，我马上。哎呀，
笨蛋，门在那边。
I could do without the slapstick stuff at this point.
怎么样？有什么发现没有？
有那么一丁点小发现。
是腰带吧？快拿出来看看。
Wait, they found the belt?
老姜，我觉得你这人有时候挺没意思的，明明早就知道了，却装出一副什么都不知道的样子，太阴险了吧？
说正事儿吧。
腰带的确被现场的一个拾荒者捡到了，但是因为过手的人太多，案发当时的生物检材已经提取不到了。
这个嘛，意料之中
We
的
got
事儿。
video footage of someone holding the belt, though.
这条腰带你熟悉吧？
这条腰带能说明什么？我虽然叫老虎，那也不可能所有的虎头腰带都是我的吧？我的腰带最近不小心弄丢了。你们是不是想说是我用那根腰带勒死了莎莎？可证据呢？你们凭什么证明那根腰带就是我的？
能不浪费时间了吗？快把证据拿出来吧！
Ooh. The question that was asked makes this even harder, and there's more like locked boxes. It's the number up on the right that you guys can't see. My face is blocking it. Stupid face. Is 16. So suddenly we're missing more shit. But putting that aside, the question they asked was like related to linking this belt belonging to this guy. I was already thinking in terms of linking this belt to the one being carried by the landlord on the surveillance footage. Well, like this is, like they definitely built something up here, and there's some flaws with this system, but at the same time, this is genuinely intriguing. Like, this is not a simple open and shut case. It's pretty well fucking branched out in a way. Okay, so let's see. Testimony 7, that's the one we just saw. Like, I don't think we don't need to watch it, but I doubt we're going to be able to link him to anything. Excuse me, my throat's starting to die. I have to go refill my water in a bit here. Problem is, I don't want to go downstairs because I'm going to run into people, and I don't have the time right now to talk about the situation. I'm still trying to do my videos. Okay, so we've got... Wait a minute. That's a pretty unique looking belt. Like it's not a normal belt. Look, it's got like a bike chain. Damn, that's a cool fucking belt. I want that belt. What the hell? Like, I mean, I would make like, I might as well make one that's better, but look at that. I mean, that's a very distinct trait. That'd be pretty simple to be like, dude, find me anyone else in the world that has a belt like that. Like if I just do that, it's not going to actually do anything. Rather than look at the list to find another clue, since we were presented with new things, I kind of want to see, like, do we even have the evidence? And I'm thinking we might, because, like, I mean, we've got a photo of him. Look, it's got the tiger doodad, and you can see there's the chains, the bike chains. So we've got photograph evidence in the past where he's wearing what appears to be this belt. Fuck. Okay, so that was a bust. Well, that's my time. I'm up. Nah. You want to see the picture of the... Oh, you do? Yeah, I'll show it to you. That's the benefit of the live streams, right? I think the second picture is probably the best one. But, I mean, there's no doubt it is the same belt. Like, the chains are right fucking there. Just a belt with the footage. With the footage? No, we tried that already. Like that? No. And if we did like that, it doesn't do anything either. Oh, right. We need to... Oh, wait. Yeah. Hold on. You just gave me an idea. Fuck. Because the surveillance thing, I think, would link us to more clues with the landlord. Right now, it was in relation to Tiger, or the boyfriend. So yeah, hold on. Can I... Because, yeah, let's watch this video again. Like, here... Like, it's a little difficult to see, more so for you guys, but it does look like you can kind of see one of the chains kind of split apart there for just a moment as it kind of wiggles. Like, can I slow... No, you can only speed it up. But, like... Yeah, that's not going to help me. Like, but yeah, it's left... Like, those are definitely the chains. Like, I'm positive the way it moves is as difficult as it is to see. It is that belt. But I think that has to be tied in with the landlord, like, footage somewhere, somehow. As far as... And the problem is like, I'm not sure if we're missing evidence. Because up until, like, around this 11 or so, like, it was very linear. And then suddenly we ended up with, like, locked segments. And I wonder if, at the moment, for example, like, in this situation, in order to link, like, create proof that this is, in fact, his belt, do we actually have the evidence yet? Like, has the game given me the evidence yet? Or is it tied to one of these locked boxes or scenes, rather? So now, not only do I not know, like, what random order of shit they want, but I don't even know if they gave me the pieces to the puzzle that they're asking for. Because, I mean, like, there's literally 2 extra boxes on the right. Yeah, you can see it's, like, right there. And number 16, which is what the last scene we saw there was. But we're missing, like, 3 things of fuck knows what. And without that, what? Like, I don't even know if we're missing it yet, let alone... Because, yeah. Like, that's, like, how do I... Because that's definitely, like, the question of that. So that's definitely one thing, is just proving that belt belongs to that guy. Wait a minute. I think I just saw a hint that might help. Wait. Oh my god, this is going to sound stupid. And yeah, I just looked up a hint. And holy fuck, is it obscure. So, and it does use this testimony, the one that we were, like you can't prove it's mine thing. And you want to, like, and I couldn't, like, I didn't know what it was either. Like, look at this. What is this slot? Like, because the other side doesn't have, like, any corresponding thing that goes with the buckle. And if we look at the photo again, can I zoom in? Oh, that's actually reasonable. How do I move? Okay, so I guess I can't. I got the answer to this question, by the way. Okay, so this is probably the best. Like, dude, I can't. Like, seriously, you can zoom in, but you can't scroll. That's terrible design. But look, there's something right there. Like something slotted in, and it's not like the belt buckle, like the other side that clicks into place, because it's just the other, like, it's just normal on the other side. Get it? Like, yeah, I had to pause for like just a minute to just process, let everyone have a reactionary moment. That lighter that we've been not really understanding its purpose. And the misleading part is it's upside down. Like, if this thing was twisted around, I don't know if it allows us. It's not exactly, like, we're not talking like MS Paint level of technology here. We're talking Unity. So, but yeah, this lighter or whatever it is, I mean, it says it's a lighter. And it does have Tiger's fingerprints on it, apparently, because this was found at the crime scene. That's what goes in that slot. It's like a belt buckle with a lighter built into it. Good luck for us having figured that one out. But that's the solution. So like, yeah, like I guarantee you I would have never fucking thought of that. Like, you'd think, like, if you do like the evidence thing, like, they really should have allowed you to better inspect it. Like, I understand it's an indie game. These aren't 3D rendered objects. At least they should have let us rotate or flip around the images, or even if you zoom in, allow you to scroll the fucking viewport. Well, this is China, so they're probably heavier smokers still. Nowadays, everyone vapes, but there's still plenty of smokers out there, perhaps. I don't know. And I know for the longest time I was anyway, sitting around being like, what the fuck is the lighter there for? Like, I thought it was just there to clutter things up and make it look like there's more things than there are. So I didn't even think about it. Like, I figured if there was ever something mentioned about like a fire, a fuel source, flammable material, anything, I would have been like, oh, there was the lighter. No, it's part of my fashion piece on my belt. I wear it above my crotch. Yeah, Resident Evil is actually exactly what I was thinking of. And I hated it too in Resident Evil, because it was like every object you had to like rotate it around just to see in case it had something to it. In this case, I think had we rotated it, we would have seen that it was like a tiger head, but it was like just a fragment, like it was missing portions, and it would have been that much more likely to have made a connection of like, what is this for? And maybe the right side up, it would have been more familiarized, where it's like if you stared at the photos and then suddenly been like, wait a minute, isn't that his? But for all I know, maybe there was hints later on that we haven't gotten to yet that might have hinted at it. I don't know. But anyways, let's keep going. Like I'm just fascinated with this game. Like, as much as I hate the downsides, like, hell yeah, let's keep going. Okay. He thought without biological information we could do nothing to him. And the thing is, like, it's specifically, like, that lighter was at the crime scene, and it had his fingerprints. So, we can now definitely link it to him, the belt, that is.
这枚在犯罪现场发现的打火机上面有老虎的指纹，而这个打火机刚好跟他腰带的凹槽纹，这个打火机刚好跟他腰有老虎的指纹。
The lighter has the fingerprints of Tiger. That's not what I was trying to pause for.
而这个
matches the groove on his no.
打火机刚好跟他腰带的凹槽吻合，有这样的铁证，我看他拿什么来说？
我看这只老虎啊，就要栽在这个捆虎身上了。
是时候表演真正的技术了，让我名侦探欧阳来给坏蛋最后一击。爸，
又犯病，
让他去吧，不然他更疯。
如此铁证，你还有什么可以反驳的？
Yeah, and that,
我受不了了。
like, and this is like pretty serious evidence too. Like, dude, your fingerprints are on it. Like, she was strangled, but she wasn't only strangled. So I don't think this is far. Like, I don't think it's like we've got this problem solved. Like, it's, but that is damning evidence. Like, we now have proof that links the murder. Like the victim was strangled with your belt. Like, what happens with this now? Like, that's why I paused. I just wanted to say that. Can you watch the video? No. Yeah, sorry.
我认罪，是我勒死了他，但是他要拿刀杀我呀，是真的要杀人呐！我这怎么也算是自卫吧？啊，正当防卫。我顺手抽出了皮带，然后打掉他手上的刀，又勒在他脖子上，然后就把他勒死以后，我也吓坏了。 就赶紧跑出了房间。对了，我想起件事儿。当时莎莎那婊子拿刀划破了我的手背，我衣服上都是血，就顺手抄起了床上一件卫衣穿上。说来也奇怪，莎莎家怎么会有男人的衣服？这婊子又他妈偷人了！
Oh, shit. That just... Okay, so one, we actually just forced a confession out of the boyfriend. Like, he said he strangled her. And he just gave us a bit of tidbit. He wore the wait a minute. Like, there's still more questions to be asked here, but like, this is not over yet. Like obviously. So, like, ooh, I got some questions I want to ask. See, this is like the kind of thing that scares people, I think, when it comes to a murder investigation or just criminal investigation in general, is like, is it as simple as, oh, they linked one thing to you, you're the culprit, you go to prison for life, and let's say you happen to be in it. Like, this is the kind of thing that people are terrified of. Like, but I mean, at the same time here, we're not done. So, like, yeah, He just confessed. He said he killed her. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But what I'm really curious about now goes deeper. Like, even if he is the murderer, does he have an accomplice? Because oh, whoa, wait, what? Okay, let me read this. Tiger, male, 29, violently killed a female in the rental house at 9:40 p.m. on December 4th. The victim was Liu Sasha. It's probably Shasha or something, but I'm just going to say Sasha. Female, 28, unmarried. Victim was wounded twice in her bosom by the sharp tools. Bruises of strangling were observed in her neck. Her left tempus wounded by blunt tool. The investigation results show that Tiger deliberately murdered the victim. Evidence includes Tiger's testimony, evidence collected on the crime scene, testimonies of others, information from the victim's mobile phone, and some pictures. Okay, yeah, we used the picture. Okay. The facts have been fully proven. The evidence is... Come on. The evidence is sufficient. The nature of this case is clear. The punishment is proper. The documents are standard and complete. The requirements for the procedures of criminal case have been met. It's recommended to close this case. And I'm presented with an option. I can either close the case or close a case, or I can continue. Now, I know for a fact that there's more to this. So this is the part, I guess, that would have been a better analogy to say this is what would scare people. Because it's still possible that this guy might have been innocent. Like, it's not likely, but obviously this case isn't closed. There's more. But I actually am being given the option to close the case. Now, I think what may be going on is, yeah, he may have done the murder, whether it was a crime of passion or whatever, in the moment. Although it might have been considered self-defense, to be honest. So there might be, like, he might have a... Well, see, here we go. I guess that might be it right there. Like, if it's self-defense, And yeah, she died of cardiac arrest. So, like, there's a few things, but like, if you were like working in law enforcement investigations or forensics or whatever, it's like, is this really enough evidence to, I don't know what kind of punishment you'd get. Like, do you get sentenced to life in prison? Do you get, who knows? But like, we're not closing this case. We're going to continue. But yeah, it just makes you think, because I'm thinking what's really going on in this case is that there's probably accomplices. If he is in fact the killer, it may be more than that. Like, there might be a whole conspiring element to this. Like, for example, why did the surveillance show that he had the hoodie? So, options are close case or continue. We're going to continue. This case is not closed. Detective Necroxix says there's something that doesn't smell right about this.
案件远远还没有结束，老强，快祭出你的绝杀吧！
Show me your last what? Unlock new. Tiger continues to solve the murder C. Oh, does he? The murder. Oh, it says case on the bottom right. Like, I was really not expecting this game to be anything like this. I was figuring it was going to be like that Dr. Decker thing or something.
案件远远还没有结束， 老强，快记住你的
Show me your last gasp. He can't even maintain a straight face, so it must have been something stupid in Chinese too. I guess sounds equally as stupid in Google Translate. That's my theory.
快记住你的绝杀吧！
All right, Manly Way. This is it. Show me your last gasp. So, what have we got here? Do we have... Okay, so we've got the testimony of Tiger. So let's give this a look.
受不
Again.
了了，我认罪，是我勒死了他，但是他要拿刀杀我呀，是真的要杀人呐！我是怎么也算是自卫吧？啊，正当防卫。
A justifiable defense.
我顺手抽出了皮带，然后打掉他手上的刀，又勒在他脖子上，然后就把他勒死以后，我也吓坏了，就赶紧跑出了房间。对了，我想起件事儿，当时莎莎那婊子拿刀划破了我的手背，我衣服上都是血，就顺手抄起了床上一件卫衣穿上。
See, this is the first part that has me concerned. He says, I picked up a jacket on her bed. That jacket is definitely the landlord's jacket. Thing is, why was the jacket on her bed? Didn't he say like, as he was coming in, he was hearing noises or something, and then he hid? And if he did hide, that also means he didn't come back the way he came in. Because the guy that came and went on the surveillance footage had the coat. Unless the surveillance footage doesn't include him walking away when he didn't have the coat. But he didn't even say that anywhere in any of his testimonies, so... Like, my thoughts are along the lines of, like, there might be something conspiring, like, as in there's accomplices. Like, it may not have just been a simple crime of passion. Like, maybe he formulated this argument as a self-defense clause, like, a self-defense type of thing, which seems valid. I mean, if you were attacked by someone with a knife and if you choked them with your belt, I mean, that might not be reasonable. But yeah, there's something fishy, and I'm curious. Like this is, I want to find out.
说来也奇怪，莎莎家怎么会有男人的衣服？
Oh, I missed that last part.
奇怪。
He says, "You know what's strange? How come Sasha? Wait, is this the same thing that he was saying before? Because I don't remember this. Because he's asking, how come Sasha has male's clothes in her house?"
莎莎家怎么会有男人的衣服？这婊子又他妈偷人了！
Yeah, that's not... Like, I thought the confession we had was... Like, he was... Like, crying, saying, I did it. Like, he was doing that pose with his head down, you know, like, oh, okay, I did it, I choked her. But he wasn't... Or this came immediately after that. I don't know. But I mean, he just raised a valid question. And yeah, I mean, this whole surveillance video too's been bugging me for quite a while. And there's another part to it that's been bugging me too. And that was like, why is this video look like it's like you see the shadowing and stuff as if it was daytime and the sunlight was affecting it versus what looks like nighttime. But what we're currently aware of, there's two different videos, two different people in each of those videos. The one coming in is not the same one going out. And did the second person going out, or rather the landlord, did he take a completely different exit? And does that even, like, because that might reincorporate the 25 minutes it takes to go around as opposed to in, but then does that mean he knows about the surveillance footage? Things like that. The one that doesn't go through the street cam. Yeah, no. Yeah. This right here, what we're seeing is, if we're led to believe everything we've seen, and so we'll take it for what it is, has to be Tiger, or the boyfriend. And that's him holding his own belt after he just got done strangling just a moment, like moments ago. The coat was found on her bed. We know who the coat belongs to. So, yeah. That's the interesting part to this whole little thing. And he's still wondering why her coat was on the thing. And that's a damn good question, because I thought the guy was wearing his coat. And if it was missing, surely he would. And here's the thing, he's still wearing the coat now. So that means the boyfriend somehow gave the coat back in some way or other. Like, he got his coat back, unless he's got many of them, which is also valid, but like, I'm willing to bet it might, like, I think usually in these types of situations, people aren't assumed to have, like, oh, I've got that same coat, I've got 3 of them, and I lost one, but I'm not going to tell anybody. No, like, I'm going to put that kind of thing aside, because typically that's not the thing. Now, you guys remember I was looking at something with when we were dealing with the account book thing. Like, this is only from number 13, so I'm trying not to give myself spoilers, but it does specifically say that there's a bug. So I'm going to kind of look at it and read it out loud. Like, this is from my cheat sheet at this point. It involves a testimony of the landlord, Tiger, the third woman's mobile message, and the account book. But the account book and the mobile phone text message 3 has a bug, and you need to use the account book cover with the message, or use the SW cover with the account book. Not 100% sure what that means, but because it specifically said a bug, I'm not going to randomly try shit. I'm going to try whatever the hell that says, so that we don't, it's already obscure enough. I don't want to have to fucking deal with the added, there might be a bug that prevents it. And I think it's the only one that gets mentioned like that. Like, I can't really, I'm literally hint cheating, not step-by-step cheating everything. So I only know what little bit I look at, nothing else. So let's find out, because we were messing with this for a while and we couldn't figure it out. So there was something about, let's see. So we had the testimony of landlord. That's number 12. This is when we showed him the Viagra, and he talked about how they have such a good relationship. How, what would, I've never heard her, blah, blah, blah. That one. And then we had testimony number 5 of Tiger. It's rather confusing. Okay, so this is when, this is the one where he knew, or admitted that he was fucking her, or that he knew that he was fucking her for rent money, or free rent. So that's, it makes sense that those are linked. Good luck trying to find that on your own. And then the part with the bug, which was, if you give me a moment, I'm just I'm just trying, like, I don't actually understand what the bug is, but it involves the book and it involves the message. Mobile phone text message 3. Yeah, those two testimonies, and I think we even tried that at one moment. I could be wrong, but we're like, okay, they don't connect. They don't do nothing. So we had the account book. What?
啥咋回事？我真的不晓得，这是说明
This
啥
must be
子
the？part of the bug.
哟，当自己是硬茬是吧？小李，跟淼哥理论理论。
Oh, I
账
know
本
why.
上面记录着你在4、5、6月没有收被害者的房租。根据老虎的口供，被害者与你是达成了某种交易，也就是说，用身体抵付。但奇怪的是，从今年7月到现在，你还是每个月收了被害者的房租。这说明2个问题：第一个，你与被害者的关系从7月的时候就已经结束了；第二个。 你被取外号应该是6月或7月吧？
What?
而你一直对这个外号耿耿
Like what nickname? Premature ejaculation thing.
于怀。试想一下，如果是2个热恋的人，还会在乎那点房租吗？
这个，不要给他任何喘息的机会，冲上去，撕碎他，碾压他。
快点交代！
我承认是啊，那突然是跟我翻了脸了，尽在我背后秒我长秒我短的。哎，不过警官，这么多个月下来，早就淡了。我要是想杀他，我早就弄死他了，我何必等到现在呢？我啥子理由一定要在那天杀他呢？
Maybe the opportunity presented itself. So I think I understand now what the bug is. Because the account book is supposed to be used along with they're calling in the guide SMS. So like, is it MMS or MSS or whatever for the message, like text messaging? But that involves 4 pieces of evidence. And as you saw, we just triggered an event with 3. So I think we had to use the other 2 first and then put in like the testimonials, or it triggers something different, like whatever we triggered now. So we've got the memory fragment and we've got another confession, or the one that we just did. But that's not what we were trying to do. And that one revolved like that. That's a bit of a bitch of a bug. I mean, with this kind of limited system, dude, come on. Like, wait, why am I opening the messages. So we were looking for oh yeah, they call them SMS in this too. I think it was the 3rd message. Yeah, the one that had the dates. So, like, I don't know if maybe it was already patched and fixed or not. So we're gonna find out. Like, we're gonna see it through to the end. God damn it! I'm looking for the exhibit. So we got the account book, and then we had the testimonial, which was number, I don't remember, 12 maybe. Yeah, 12. So that it doesn't trigger the 2 testimonials with 1 item, but 2 items. So if this works, it didn't work. SMS, is it SMS? It might be. On, because this is gonna bug the hell out of me. I just want to make sure now. Oh wait, Tiger 5. Sorry, I think I had the wrong Tiger. Yeah, we did Tiger 3. Oh, see, now I did the other. Was it testimonial 12 of the landlord? Like, see, like this is why I can prevent myself from necessarily getting spoiled. But actually, it'll be number 12. But let's put that back We're going to take the account book, put it there. We're going to take the messages. We're going to, that one, we're going to put it there. And now we will take our testimonial 12. 12 and 5. It did not trigger a new event. That's what we did there. So it's not triggering a new thing. So I don't know if maybe it got patched and fixed, or if we broke the living shit out of it and we might end up missing something. Who knows? But that or account book and then the mess. See, this is oops, sorry. This is weird. That didn't do anything, so now. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that we got what we wanted. I know there was a bug, and it definitely, whatever happened, didn't work the way it was supposed to. I hope that doesn't fuck the game. The game doesn't have a save system. It has, like, it's auto-saves the progress, so if I close my game, it'll just come right back here. There's no load or new game or anything. So, let's just kind of...
我承认是啊，那不然是跟我反要脸了。今朝背后秒过长秒过短的。哎，不过警官，这么多个月下来，早就淡了。我要是想杀他，我早就弄死他了。我何必等到现在呢？我啥子理由一定要在那天杀他呢？
Why should I kill her on that day? Why would you want to kill her on that day? That question makes me wonder because, like, I mean, on that day you were in her home. On that day you were in a physical conflict with your boyfriend. So there was, like, she was trying to stab him, he was trying to choke her, shit was happening. And in fact, from his side, he was trying to hit her with, like, he was hitting her with a clock. Oh. Okay then. Alright, I gave myself another hint on something else, but like for number 14. Now I'm curious. So this is his confession.
我认罪，是我勒死了他，但是他要拿刀杀我呀，是真的要杀人呐！我是怎么也算是自卫吧？啊，正当防卫。我顺手抽出了皮带，然后打掉他手上的刀，又勒在他脖子上，然后就把他勒死以后，我也吓坏了，就赶紧跑出了房间。
Wait. After she was strangled to death, I was terrified. He ran out of the room. Okay.
对了，我想起件事儿。当时莎莎那婊子拿刀划破了。
Because she did cut him. That's why the blood is on the knife.
我的手背。
And the knife does belong to the landlord. It was part of his kitchen knife set.
我衣服上都是血，就顺手抄起了床上一件卫衣穿上。
And yeah, they're talking about
说来也奇怪，莎莎家怎么会有男人的衣服？这婊子又他妈偷人了！
So, like, yeah, piece number 14 stemmed off of this, and this was the confession. This is what we could have apparently closed the case with. I don't know, does it give you, like, a bad ending, or a different ending, or is it... Or maybe it's like, nope, it turned out after it went to court, there was not sufficient evidence, you're stuck, blah, blah. I don't know. But I know that this is the surveillance video of him wearing the coat and walking with that belt. So let's toss that in the mix. Then, well, that's the actual belt in question. See, that's something. That is something.
好混乱。
All that does, though, is confirm that what he said may apply. The real question now is that even the case? I wonder, because like I'm wondering, is it possible that that was a lie? Like, is it possible he's covering for someone else? Let's just say the landlord, because it makes almost more sense to me. The landlord still had his coat on and was just given the belt and said, "Hey, get rid of this." But who knows?
我都快晕了。我从来都没遇到过这么复杂的案子。
看来你需要一杯冰镇汽水冷静一下，顺便帮我也带一杯芹菜味儿的，不要放糖，你懂的。
还皮蛋味儿的呢？现在就觉得混乱了吗？你仔细看过房东离开的监控没有？这身衣服明显不合身，卫衣短了一截。你仔细看看他手上有什么？
哦，
虎头腰带。
经过名侦探的头脑分析，老虎之前说的换衣服应该是真的，这个监控里面的人应该就是老虎。可是莎莎的家里面怎么会有房东的衣服呢？太有趣了。
如果监控里面拍到的是老虎的话，那说明房东当晚没有从能被监控拍到的那条路离开啊。
没走那条路，有意思了。 这条思考很重要，我们拿一个证物出来一起参考一下。
Like, wow, that's not a whole lot to go by, is it? Because, yeah, that raises a hell of a question, and that is that the landlord, according to surveillance and the evidence, didn't actually leave the crime scene, as they said. And that opens up a new question of what the hell's going on, because we know the landlord did call the police at 10:10 p.m. 45. Just processing some thoughts in my head. Oh, hello, Wordwin, what's up? How are you? So I'm not going to use the guide for the moment. Let's use our noggins a little bit before we try. Okay, so how do we make sense of this? Because like there's probably a shit ton of stuff to do with this blackmail. Like none of that's been addressed yet. But, I mean, we don't have any new testimonials. Like, we don't have anything new to try and piece together. Fuck, how do we... Like... So, if we look again at the crimes... not the crime scene. This map. So, if Tiger had left in this direction, we know he was... at the point of the camera monitors, 9:42. And we know that a phone call, I'm assuming it's a established fact that he made the call from here. At 9:42, while this guy was here, the landlord would have had to have gone around this way, which according to this takes 25 minutes. So from 9:42, well, if you just add 20 minutes, that's that'll be 10:02 plus 5 more minutes. So that's 3 minutes shy, roughly, of reaching here. So I would take that to mean at that point that we saw the boyfriend here walking out. The landlord had basically 3 minutes plus the time it took to walk over here. I don't know how that's useful to us. Yeah. Like, I feel like brilliant genius for coming up with this, but I don't, like, that in of itself doesn't really tell us a whole lot. It just establishes that it's possible. Like, he didn't go this way or we would have had footage on him. So he had to have gone around there, and he would have had 3 extra minutes. So either A, he left at the same time and simply went around, and then he would have had probably more than 3 minutes, because that doesn't take into account whatever time it takes to get to the camera point minus, whatever. So 9:42 is wherever the guy was in front of the camera. So the guy had at least 3 minutes unaccounted for. It might have been he left at the same time and came over here and just, chilled for a while. Or he was more likely doing something. And yeah, he could have been stabbing her. He could have been, like, who knows? Something is still going on. No doubt about it. Now, the problem is, how do I get more information on that? Because the last thing we heard from this guy...
哦，这把刀我是说看起来有点眼熟，但警官你
And
听我
yeah,
说，
that's another thing, is the knife was his. Like, so far we've only had a confession from the boyfriend as far as the strangulation goes. But it doesn't change the fact that she was struck in the head and that she was stabbed. And I think the autopsy actually says she died of cardiac arrest. So, like, the strangling may not have even been that important in the grander scheme of things, because that's not the actual cause of death.
说哈，这把刀丢了起码有
He
半
basically
年
says
了
the。knife was missing, etc., etc. Last time he saw it, I don't use it, and that's about it. And then he just breaks down and says, "Oh my God, I'm dying." But we didn't really get anything useful out of him. But there's, like, the blackmail stuff. We've done the account book portion of it, at least. I hope. I don't know that bug, whatever that is. Hopefully it didn't screw us. But I'm just trying to think now, like, what do we... Because we were onto something big, I think, when it came to realizing that nose is probably, or that shadow is the nose of the thing that was gifted to her. But we never got a connection out of it. Like, it never turned into evidence. Like the sexy picture and the nose thing. Plus, what? Maybe the messages? Is this the one that was blackmail? Or no? Or no, it had to have happened in here. I prepared a gift for you. But, like, that itself doesn't link. So, honestly, I need a hint or something, because we're kind of still where we started. The only difference is that we have this belt thing. That's all we ended up getting extra out of it. So at the moment I'm a little directionless. So I don't know. What do you think, Manly Way? Maybe you might see something I don't.